of the chair. So that helps to bring the pelvis kind of in a neutral position. So notice this can happen if you round your pelvis. So try to get your pelvis as if you were still standing in that same position where that is kind of parallel with the floor. And we move forward on the chair so that we can get our feet grounded on the floor. Spread your toes. Feel the heel and the forefoot and the inner and outer edges of the feet are grounded equally down. Allow the eyes to close. Take a slow breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Inhale. And again, out of the mouth, exhale. Taking your left hand onto your belly and your right hand onto your chest. Notice your shoulders and try to bring them down your back. Now feel that your breath can really slow as it moves into the body. So feel it underneath your left palm. And as you're exhaling, the palm again lowers towards the spine. So we're just moving in and out through the belly as you breathe in and out with the breath. And allow the eyes to close here and really bring that sensation inward. Allow your shoulders to relax. Now let's inhale to the belly and draw that up. Inhale up into the right hand. And exhaling from the right hand down to the left. So the inhale is 2/3 into the belly and then the last third into the chest. And exhaling from the chest down to the belly. As you're doing this, feel that you can expand through the back of the rib cage as well. Also be aware if you start reaching the shoulders up. See if you can let them stay soft and the movement is only happening through the rib cage and belly. This is a diaphragmatic breath, so we're using the diaphragm to help us breathe. This is the major muscle of respiration. And it really helps to calm the nervous system as we engage that muscle. So this slow moving breath from the belly into the rib cage, from the rib cage down to the belly, it automatically brings that response of relaxation and ease. You can use this breath at any time when you need to bring a little more ease into the mind. If you feel any stress, even physically, this breath will help to release it. With the next exhale, allow the hands to come down to your thighs. As we inhale, lift the shoulders, and exhale, draw them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Draw them back and exhale down. Draw them forward as we inhale. So we're making circles with the shoulders. The spine is still straight. And let's go the opposite way. Notice your feet stay grounded and your pelvis stays grounded. Find neutral. The chin stays parallel with the floor. Bring your chin towards the right. Notice if your tendency is for that left shoulder to want to come with it. Keep it square to the front of the room. Bring the chin back to center. Keep it parallel with the floor. And bring the chin towards the left. As you're moving, notice the body patterns. Maybe the shoulder dips or lifts. Notice when that starts to happen, and then stay in that shape and work in that angle. There's no point in pushing yourself further and getting into an improper position. So that's why we're going really slow and mindfully here, moving strictly through the muscles and joints of the neck. We'll do one more on each side. Every time you inhale, elongate the crown taller, and exhale, chin towards the right. Inhale back through center, try not to go too fast. And exhale, chin to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Taking the hands to the T in line with your shoulders. Bending at the elbows, so the elbows are parallel and in line with the shoulders. As we exhale, elbows touch in front. As we inhale, the elbows widen, lift the chest towards the ceiling. And exhale the elbows in and start to round through the back. Inhale to bring the elbows wide, lift the chest, point the tailbone back, and exhale to round. So we're trying to get movement into the spine. Inhale to open up, lift the chest, point the tailbone back, soften your eyebrows. Exhale and round. Point your tailbone forward. Last one, inhale, open. Lift the chin, point the tailbone back. Exhale to round. Releasing whatever you don't need to hold. Come back to neutral. The arms go out wide again to that T position, taking the left elbow under the right and holding your hands to opposite shoulders. Allow your shoulders to soften down. Notice your foundation in your feet and in your pelvis. Arms out to a T once again, inhaling. The left arm goes over on the exhale. Take your hands to opposite shoulders, let your elbows soften down. Take a slow breath in. Notice your foundation, equalize through your feet and hips. And exhale to release the hands down. As we inhale, reach the right arm up. The palm is going to face the left wall. And as we exhale, start reaching your left fingertips down towards the floor beside you. The right hip stays grounded. You can take your left palm to the front of your right thigh if you'd like to just guide it down. We're trying to open up through the right shoulder, so try to keep your chest square to the front wall. Breathe into the right side, and notice here if you're hunching that shoulder up to the ear, bring it down and let the movement and the length happen from your right ribs. Next, inhale, really reach. And exhale, bend the elbow and come back up to a neutral Tadasana in our seat. Slow breath in. Find your foundation, find your balance throughout the whole body. Exhale. The left arm reaches up, inhaling. The palm faces the right wall. The right hand directly beside you and start reaching the right fingers towards the floor. Left fingers to the right wall. Again, let's take the right hand to the front of the left hip. Guide it down. It may feel better to come up a little bit more so you're not straining. Be aware of your angle and your choice of your angle. Breathe into the shape that you're creating. So notice if you're tight and stopping the flow of energy. Release it if you need to, enough that you can feel the breath is easily moving. Really reach on our last inhale here. Bend the elbow and exhale, coming back to our Tadasana, hands on thighs. Every time you breathe in, you get taller through your crown. Exhale, stay here and feel your foundation through your feet and your hips. Inhaling, arms out wide to a T. As we exhale, the left fingers point to the front of the room as the chest goes square to the right wall. Right fingers to the back wall. Inhale, back up through neutral, arms in line with the floor. And exhale, twisting to the left. Arms are reaching out equally long. Inhale through center. Notice if you start arching the spine somewhere here. Exhale and twist. We're going slow so that we notice when we start losing our alignment and we stay and fix that angle. So as you're twisting, notice your feet. Notice your hips. Notice where the twist is happening in your spine. And back through center. We have one more on each side. Move with your breath. Inhale to center. And exhale to the left. Inhale, coming back through center. And exhale the hands down into our Tadasana, allowing the eyes to close. Slow breath in. Long breath out. Gently smile. Opening the eyes. I'm going to turn my chair just so you can see the angle that I'm at. We did these yesterday. We're on the edge of the chair. The hands are on the front edge of the chair. The feet are grounded equally. You can use your hands, use your feet, and push yourself up so that the legs become parallel with the front of the room, and come back down so that the spine is parallel with the front of the room. Inhale. Notice when you're folding, if you start rounding your chest forward. That's where I want you to be aware, and then stop, pull your chest open, and then move into your position. So it's not about how far you're getting, it's the alignment that you're able to hold as you're moving. If you don't need the hands, you can just practice without and play around with that. We want to start strengthening and lengthening into the ankles and knees. A few more. Notice if your shoulders start rolling forward with gravity, and use the strength of your back to draw your shoulder blades together and maintain that proper long spine. And coming back to seated. Now from here, we're going to come up to stand. Now as you're here, notice your foundation in your feet. I'm going to turn the chair again so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're grounded in our standing position. Find that shape again, where you're parallel with the floor. And now rather than sitting down, we're going to go back up. So notice here, you're going parallel with the floor. You can have your hands lengthening on your thighs to keep your chest open. So a lot of times when we fold forward, the chest starts to roll. What I'm trying to show you is how you can keep your back straight as you come forward. And then once you have to start rolling your shoulders forward, we bend the knees. And then we can come a little further. But I don't want you to roll forward. So notice your position. We'll do one more. We go forward. Hands are on your thighs to just know what's going on with your spine and upper body. And exhale, we come up. Finding our Tadasana, just come to stand on the side of the chair. I'll stand on the right side of the chair. Finding our feet are grounded. Feel the power from your feet. Equally distributed energy throughout the whole bottom of each foot. And now that energy is rising up through your midline and through your crown. The whole body absorbing it. Slow breath in. As you exhale, draw your pelvic floor up and squeeze your lower belly. Long breath in. Again, feel the power through your feet, the power through your pelvic floor, the power through your midline. Tall inhale. And exhale, releasing the eyes open. We're going to come to the back of the chair. I'm just going to turn the chair so you can see me. So we are going to do some mini squats using the back of the chair for support. Find where your feet are and get them right underneath your hips. So my hip bones are here, so my feet are going to be right in line with the hips. The spine is kind of parallel with the front wall. Equally bend your knees, your hips, and your ankles. So your chest is only going to slightly come forward, and we come back up. We're using the hands on the chair for as much support as we need. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to be aware of your knees. Sometimes one knee is going to wobble or roll outward. I want you to be aware of that. Right when that starts to happen, stop and work right there and start moving in that position. Get your body used to moving in that angle, and so then the next time you do your repetition, the body will remember that. Maybe do a couple more repetitions in that angle. And your body will start learning to move in that shape. We're not forcing the body to just get low and get up. We're trying to train the shape of the muscle and joints, the angles of the joints. So we'll do 2 more. Really mindful through your movement. Feel the power from your feet. Spread your toes. You don't want to block the energy by squeezing the bottoms of your feet. This is our last one. Now from here, right leg steps forward, left foot steps back. Both legs are straight. Taking your, well actually to bring a little bit of a bend into that left knee, choose what feels good with the distance between your feet. We want the heels both down and turned forward. The right hip is going to be square to the front of your chair, or to the back of your chair. Take your left hand to the opposite side, so right in front of your right hip. Your right hand is behind you on your right hip and draw it forward. So we're trying to get the chest square to the front and the hips square to the chair. And then when you're ready, keep the hips where they are. Release the right arm behind you. Maybe use that left hand to give you a little more of a twist. We're trying to get the chest square to the front wall, the hips square to the back of the chair. Notice if you're holding your breath or changing your breath. One more inhale here. And exhale, coming back to center. The left foot steps forward next to the right. I'll just turn so that you can see me this way. We come back to our Tadasana. So after each position, we want to just find this Tadasana so that we can return to balance, that the body and the consciousness, the subconsciousness, everything starts to integrate all of our effort, all of our strength that we manifested in that pose. And then we want to let it go. Moving on to the other side with a clean slate. Now the left foot's going to go back. The right leg is forward. The legs are straight. Square the chest to the back of your chair. Take your left hand to the left hip. Take your right hand to the back left of your chair. Turn the chest to face the front wall, the front wall, and then the left hand is going to gently push the left hip towards the back of your chair. So you're twisting here. Gaze towards the front wall. Left hip is pulling towards the front, to the chair. And then when you're ready, the left arm goes up behind you. Now as you're bringing the left arm behind, try to bring your left hip forward. We're really trying to open up through that left side chest as we twist open. Maybe your gaze to the left thumb. Inhale. And exhale, coming back to center. Stepping the left foot forward next to the right. Coming back to our Tadasana once again, so finding Balance. Balance in your breath, balance in your body. Letting go of any residual tension. Next inhale, we'll come back to the right side of the chair. Facing the chair, bring your left foot on the chair, walk the foot to the front of the chair, and then roll the left knee out towards the back of the chair. Lengthen through your chest. Draw your hips square to the chair. So notice if your left hip is pulling forward, draw it back. So again, you can use your right hand to help. You can use your left hand to help. Notice where your pelvis is as you fold. The chest stays open. Gentle bend in that right knee. And as you're breathing, you're still lengthening through your crown. Don't force this movement in that left knee or hip. Take one more breath in. Long exhale, start to come up. Feel the strength in that right leg. Bring the left heel to the left side of your chair. And then we start to fold only to what feels good into that left leg. You can bend the knee if you prefer, and you don't have to go very far to feel this. So just go to what feels best. And inhale to come up. The left foot's gonna stay on the chair. Pivot your toes to the front of the room, and then pivot all the way to the back. So you're now reversed on the chair, and we wanna feel the left foot, top of the foot is on the chair. If you want, you can just hold it here. If it feels better here, hold it there. So whatever's good for you. And come back to neutral. I will just go on to the other side of the chair. So now we're standing on the left side of the chair, face the chair, right foot goes on the chair seat, walk it over to the front of the chair seat, and then let your heel lift as your knee falls to the right. Left knee gently bent, the thigh is still engaged slightly, and then we fold. We're trying to open up that right hip. If you're feeling it in the knee, then you're going too far. And as you're here, the breath is going to make the difference. You want the exhale to move through the space that you're opening in this shape. So really bring your awareness and your focus there. Don't let your shoulder blades roll forward. The upper back is drawn back and chest is open. Next inhale, we come up. Strong with that left leg. Take the right foot on the back chair seat and then straighten the leg. Gentle bend in that left knee and we fold over the right leg. Only to what feels good. One more breath in and exhale. Feel the back of the right thigh release. Inhale to come up. Pivot the left toes to the front of the room and then continue pivoting so that we face the back of the room. And then you can stay here with the foot on the chair or right hand reaches for the foot. So whatever works for you. Take a deep breath in and exhale to release that. Finding our Tadasana in our seat. So remember with our seat, we have our hips towards the front edge of the chair. And we do that so that we have the foundation of the pelvis. The foundation is strong in the feet. Take the palms to the thighs, face upward. Bring your first finger and thumb to touch. Allow the eyes to close. Remember the breath we began with. as you're breathing here, filling through the lower belly and then direct it upward to the chest and back. Blinking the eyes open gently. We will do another round of Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing. It's really good for balancing the body's energy. I feel right now a lot of us are kind of all over the place, and I think that this breath exercise is really going to be helpful for us to kind of release a lot of tension that we might be experiencing. There's a lot of imbalance going on, so we can help ourselves by doing these breathing practices. Starting right hand, first two fingers go to the root of the thumb. The right thumb is going to block the right nostril. The right ring finger is going to block the left nostril. Before we begin, this is day 3 if you've been practicing daily with me. I hope that you're starting to get more comfortable with it. I did mention before that it was hard for me to get comfortable with any type of breathing exercise because it felt difficult. And not knowing what I was doing and thinking I'm doing it wrong. And so I want you to, before we even begin, let go of any expectation. Just feel your body breathing. I'll direct the inhale and exhale, but if you need to shorten or lengthen your inhales and exhales, do so to the capacity that works for you. But be mindful as you're breathing. So let's begin. We always start with the left side. So blocking the right nostril. Inhale to the left nostril for 3, 2, 1. Block the left, exhale right, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 3, 2, 1. Block right, exhale left, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 3, 2, 1. Block left, exhale right, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 3, 2, 1. Block right, exhale left, 3, 2, 1. Inhale left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Block left, exhale right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale left, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start going at your own rate. Inhaling through the left. Block left, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Keep moving at the rate of your breath. Last one will be out of the left nostril. Releasing the hands onto the thighs. Allow the eyes to remain closed. As you're breathing, directing the energy from the base of your spine all the way up to the crown. Feeling those energy channels have been cleared and opened. Gently smile. Take your palms together at your heart center. Take a deep breath in. Let it go from the mouth. Smile big. The light in me honors and adores the light in you. Namaste.